Hi, it's Andy, and welcome to the next verse of Sultans of Swing. Here we go. We're going to take it from a group of young boys drunk in the corner. Okay, here we go. So you're going to start with a bend. The bend you're going to play is 12th fret on the B string. Okay, you know that when we do bends in this song, you stack up extra fingers. So this is going to be a 3-finger bend. So play the 12th fret on string 2 and do a 3-finger bend. Hopefully it sounds like the 14th fret. There's our note. Okay, now keep holding that note. Now you've got your pinky finger that isn't doing anything right now. So your pinky finger is going to reach over and play a 12th fret note on string 1. And you're doing this while you're holding the bend. So now you have 2 notes ringing out at the same time. Kind of makes a chord. Okay, we're done with that high note now. We're going to go back to the bend and we're going to play the string. And we're going to unbend. So we're releasing the bend. Okay, now I took my pinky away from that high note. I suppose you could leave it on. It gets in the way though, so I eventually take it off. Okay, now at this point, we're going to pull off, pluck the string by taking your fingers away so that the 10th fret rings out. Notice I've taken away my middle finger first, because that's just an extra finger I used for the bend. So what I'm really doing here is pulling with the 3rd finger, do a pull off so that 10th fret on string 2 will ring out like that. Okay, then the next move after that is to play the 12th fret on string 3 now. And once you hit that note, you slide up to the 14th fret like that. And while that note's ringing, you're going to reach over and add another note. Play the 13th fret on string 1. And let those notes combine to make a chord. There we go. That's the end of that phrase. Okay, let's put it all together. It sounds like this. Okay, now faster. Okay, that's it. Let's move on to the next solo. Drunk and dressed in their best brown baggies and their platform shoes. Okay, let's learn that solo. We're going to start with the 12th fret on string 1. Okay, you'll notice I'm using my pinky to play that note. Now I know I'm going to do a pull off, so I better set up the next note. The next note is going to be 9th fret on string 1. I'm going to go ahead and put both fingers in a ready position. So I've got my 12th fret here, got my 9th fret there. They're both pressing on string 1. I'm ready to go with my pull off. So I pluck the string and I get the 12th fret to ring out. Then I simply take that pinky away and I reveal that 9th fret note that's hidden behind. So there's my pull off. Let's move on. The next note is 10th fret on string 2. The next note is 9th fret on string 3. And when I put all that together, I get this. Similar to another solo we did earlier. Okay, there's a slight pause there, and then you move on to the next part. The next part sounds like this. It's the 7th fret on string 3. And I know I'm going to play a pull off again. I'm going to pull off to the 6th fret, so I better put my 6th fret note in there. So I've got the 7th fret and the 6th fret ready to go. They're both on string 3. So I'm ready for my pull-off. I play my 7th fret note, then take it away. The 6th fret will be revealed. And then after that pull-off, I'm simply going to reach over here and play 7th fret on string 4, right next door on the neighboring string. And then finally, I'm going to skip way over here. I'm going to jump over a couple strings and play 5th fret on the high E string. So that sounds like this. Okay, so to cover the whole solo so far in this section, sounds like this. We're not done. There's one more note. The last part of this solo sounds like this. I'm going to teach you that. Actually, you did a move like this earlier on frets 7 and 8. You did it earlier in the solo. This time he does a similar move, but he plays it on 12 and 13. Let me show you that. Start with your 3rd finger and play a note on the 13th fret, string 2, like that. And then also use your middle finger now and play 12th fret on string 3. There we go. Those are the 2 notes we need. Okay, now the 13th fret, that's going to stay there. Don't move that. But the 12th fret note, we're going to need to do a bend. Now you know I don't like to do bends with one finger. And I've got this extra helper finger I can put right next door. So I'm going to line up my 1st finger on the 11th fret, string 3. That way I have 2 fingers on the same string that can do my bend. There it is. Bending with 2 fingers. Notice that this finger stays right where it is. So pluck both of those strings, the 2nd string and the 3rd string, and do a bend on the 3rd string. There it is, and just hold it out and let it fade away. Okay, that's the whole solo there, so this line sounds like this. Okay, let's keep moving on. The next part, they don't give a damn about any trumpet playing band. Okay, this solo I think you learned already. I think we did this solo. It sounds familiar. You're going to start on the 7th fret, string number 3. And when you play that note, you're going to slide it up to the 9th fret, like that. Then the next move is to play the 8th fret on string number 2, which is a note that's right next door. Notice I'm still holding both notes so that they ring out and form a chord. Okay, once I've done all that, my next move is to pluck both strings at the same time. So pluck strings 2 and 3 together, and then slide your entire hand 2 frets down the fretboard. Lands you on 6 and 7. So hit it strong and slide it. And then once you're there, you can pluck those strings again a couple more times. String 2 and string 3, pluck them together. Okay, so when we put that solo together, it sounds like this. There we go. That was easy. Let's keep going. The next line is, it ain't what they call rock and roll. Okay, you might recognize this part. I think we did that at the beginning of the song. That solo is something we worked on. Okay, I'll explain it again though. You're going to start with the 5th fret on string number 4. Notice how I'm using my 3rd finger to play that note. Okay, so I'm playing the note, and I'm going to slide it up to the 7th fret. So I'm doing a slide. Then the next move is roll your finger over so that you can play the 7th fret on string 3. Then roll it back again so you can play the 7th fret on string 4. Okay, then you're going to play the 6th fret on string 2. Then you're going to finish off with the 7th fret on string 3. Okay, so all of that sounds like this. Let's cover it again. Slide from 5 to 7. Roll it over. 7. Roll it back again. 7. Now 6. Back to 7. I think at that point you hear him kind of trail off, and he just kind of slides and lets go, so the note disappears. And when you put all that together, it sounds like this. Okay, then you know what to do now. You play this riff. We covered that already. We Are the Sultans. Then do it again. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're into the chorus. We already covered the chorus. So here you play the chorus again, just like you did before. And that's the end of that section.